People are like, oh yeah, top G, all this shit, bro. You have no idea what it means to be the top G, bro. Like, you don't understand what it is to be working fucking 5 in the morning, clocking in, after clubbing all night and going to bed at fucking 11. You don't know that shit.
YouTube, it's your boy Zamba. Welcome back to another banger. So in today's video, I'm going to be trading this $5. Now it's actually a big challenge because this is not like $5 to like $100 or $50 or so, but this time it's gonna be a very big one, and it's $5,000. So if you're new to this channel, do it to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so that whenever I release a new challenge, giveaway, any surprises and prizes as well, you guys will be notified. Okay, so and for those of you that are new to this channel, I welcome you to this channel. Okay, so hope you are enjoying the video. Now, first setup of the day is AUDUSD. Now for this particular, because I'm having a very big challenge, I will be very focused, and not just that, I will need to take a very valid setup. That means it's an A plus setup. Now there's even A setup and there's A plus setup. So this is like a setup that is like, it's gonna work 80 to 90% of the time, while the A plus setup is gonna work 70 to 80% of the time, while the B setup will take place, or will likely hold at least more than 60% of the time, while C setup will hold for at least 40 to 50% of the time. So that is a very difficult one. When we have a C setup, I will not take the trade. Okay, I will not take the trade. Any C setup will not occur here. Okay, so the only setup I'm liable to take is A and A plus setup. Those are the two setups I will put in mind, because they have 80% higher chance of winning. So I rather go with the higher percentage, right? So do you. Now that setup has played out, which is very nice. I love that trade. It's a breakout trade. Now this is EURUSD, and a fake out has just occurred. Remember, I love trading fake outs, and if you can spot these fake outs, it will be very important and very helpful for you. Okay, so first things first, we go back in time. What happened before the fake out? Okay, so this is what happened. All right, there was a flag pattern right here. So we draw from the beginning to the end of the flag, right? So this is actually the box way of it's a technique. It's actually a box way to identify where the market will likely turn from. So we draw from the beginning of the flag right down to the end, and then extend the box to the current price, which is at the right hand side. So as you guys can see, that was where the market faked out. So meaning there's a higher chance that the market is going to go up. Remember, I'm taking an A plus setup or an A setup. So yeah, so pretty much call it the A series setup, because the A series would, like, it's actually a combination, or it's it's made up of two setups, which is the A and the A plus. Okay, don't forget, the A plus setup is higher than the A setup, don't forget. All right, so since we have already measured where and how the trade will eventually, in my favor, will play out, but if not in my favor, you know what that means. I will blow this account, because I'm going to risk probably 70% of the account, right? So remember, I'm taking note of commissions and fee, but of course that's why I don't take too much position. Like, I don't take too much positions on these trades that I'm taking, because it's small. The account is small, so I need a big lot size that will cover up a lot of things. So I will take, I guess 0.5, 0.9 or 4 will be okay. This is EURUSD, so it's probably slow, very slow, and I will need to wait for a long time. So right now I've risked approximately 80 to 90% of this account. Probably, let's just say full margin, but yeah, this is full margin. Okay, this is full margin now. So we'll just wait and see how the trade plays out. And here we go guys. So we have $15 in profit, which has totaled our balance to $25, which is very good, and we are progressing for this trade. This is very good. I love how this trade has played out very nicely. So we took our trade from there. So we actually bought at the very beginning of that candlestick, and then we closed right at the end. Of course, the market is retracing. The candlestick has not fully closed yet, but remember, I have a very small account, so I need to be very tactical when I'm trading, right? I need to be very fast in and out, because any slight retracement or any, I'm trying to hold this trade, or I'm greedy or something like that, or any emotions attached that will likely fail me, I will need to eliminate it like immediately, because I need to, right? I'm trading a very small account right now, so everything matters a lot. So this is M30 time frame. Okay, now we have a zone that we are looking at. Okay, so this is the first TP. This is actually my first TP, and then this will be my second TP. Okay, so that's my first TP and this is my second TP. Why did I actually take this trade is because of the, like I said, a high value setup. Once you see that, you are gonna win, or most likely you're gonna win, right? It's not 100%, but most likely you're gonna win. That is just how it is. Trading is not 100%, but giving you an edge that will make you, when you take trades, the trades that you take can be able to flip your account. That is the edge, right? So no matter what happens, even if we take losses, we do take losses, right? But at the end of the day, were you able to flip your account, or were you able to make profit? That is just the goal. Were your goal accomplished? So let's say for the entire day you're trying to so I'm calculating my stop loss, I'm trying to know where my stop loss will be hit. But of course, remember, this is an A+ setup, right? So back to what I was saying before I gave you guys a review of that trade. Now, your goal for the trade should be met. If your goal is not met, then you are likely not having an edge in the market. Now, my goal for this trade, or my goal for this account right now, is $5,000, which is too much for a very small account like this. But now you look at that place right there, that is a high support level. This is actually a power line at this point. So it's not just a support, but a power line for me. There is something I call a power line. It's on my mentorship. So that power line is very important. So I need to get out from that trade. That's why I was even happy when I got out, because the trade eventually got to my power line. So like I said, make sure your goal is met. And right now my goal is, making $5,000 from this. And if I don't get the $5,000, no problem, I will do another challenge, or maybe I might do it again if you guys need it, but no problem. Anyways, this is gold trade, and I love gold so much. So gold is actually my baby, and if you guys don't know, so, and right here there's something we call a wave, right? So we're actually riding a wave, and I want to ride that wave right now. So this is the wave. So our first wave have been completed, and now the second wave is about to start, should I say, about to start. So my entry is going to be there, and my TP will be there. So since this M10 time frame, the 10 minutes time frame, and one thing is, when gold moves, it moves with strength and momentum. So meaning, if this trade plays out, we are likely gonna help ourselves build up, because that is what I need right now. A+ setup or A setup, A setup or A+ setup. It does not matter which, but remember, the bigger the setup, which is the A+ setup, the better. Okay, so that is just my main goal. So I'm trying to ride this wave, and let's ride the wave together. Now I will be using a high lot size. Now you guys should know already by now the reason why I'm taking big lot size because of the fees, so the commission, right? But no problem, we'll just have to take this and endure. So right now we'll just wait. I will need to wait for some few minutes. I don't know how the market is going to move right now, but let's wait for some few minutes and see. So right now our trade is already getting in profit, so I will just close, because remember I'm trying to go in and out. But that is that's a big as actually that's a big one. That's really a big one. So guess what we are entering again. Yes, we are going to enter again. Now the reason I actually closed that trade was because I want to have more margin. Okay, remember my balance right back then was $64, now it's 92, so I'll be having more position power. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have $200 on us right now, which has total our balance to $300. Like, look at that guys, very nice. Remember we took 2 trades, right, which is buy. So the first buy we closed early, right? We closed early, and that's the red icon right there. We closed early, and then the second one we closed at the top, which has the red arrow on top. So we actually bought 1 candlestick right now, actually. So we bought 1 candlestick just the way we did it on EURUSD. So you see how precise our entries are. So you see, this is the reason why I keep telling you guys about the setups, right? If I want to take any trade, I will just take the trade, but no, we have to follow our plan. Very important. And the market also touched the trend line above, so meaning it's a very good time to close, right? If you want to hold this trade, you will wait for the candlestick to break above that level. Just put your stop loss to break even, or if you want to trade, you can trade, but that is for holding. But I'm not holding. Remember, I have a target, I have a goal. All right, so if you don't have a goal, that is when you can decide to trade anyhow and trade recklessly, and then blow your account, and then you know go back to square one. But of course, we are disciplined traders, and we want to stay disciplined, because that is how we are going to win, and that is how we are going to stay profitable. It's not easy, but we have to do it. That is the sacrifice we have to make. Now this is actually the trade on SNDUSD, and this is an M pattern, right? So you guys know a liquidity has already been taken out first. Now our zone is now valid. Now we have to take a sell trade on this one. Now why am I going to take this sell trade? Because the sell has gone far, right? Yes, the reason I'm taking the sell is because the M has not been completed. And before I take this trade, I will I already know, I've looked at the lower time frame, and in the lower time frame you guys will notice that there is a a head and shoulder something, those normal chart patterns that you know. So because I'm trading on the higher time frame, I want to focus on the higher time frame, because that is where my setup is. Remember, your setup will tell you what to do. All right, I'm not going to be buzzing around moving from time frame to time frame. No, if I want to do my top down analysis, I do my top down analysis before I take the trade on the specific time frame that I should take that trade on. So no matter I can take my top down analysis and take my trade on M15 or M30 or H1 or H4. So don't get it twisted when I'm taking trades on a very small time frame or a very high time frame, because that is where my setup is. As you guys can see, we actually did what I said I would do, which was we are going to take a sell, and we took the sell, and guess what? The market actually went down. So we bought the same so we sold this particular candlestick just like we bought on gold. So literally, I'm actually trading candlesticks right now. This is quite funny, but yeah, what can I say? This is another. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, guys? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I guess so. Okay, so for those of you that are not seeing what I'm saying, this is actually a rising flag. So this is actually a bullish flag or a rising flag or something of that nature. Any name you want to call it, you can call it, but the general name everybody knows is the bullish flag, right? So right now we are already close to the target, so I will need to make this count. Okay, we need to make this count. We in this case, we need to make this count, because you know, it is what it is. So most of these trades are posted on the VIP, of course, so that's why I keep mentioning we those type of stuff. So right now I'm going to go full margin. Yes, so remember, an A setup or an A plus setup. So right now we are still in trouble. Okay, so meaning we have not hit our target yet, but I will hold this trade. Okay, I will hold this trade, and right now we have finally hit our target, which is a killer at this point. I'm speechless right now. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't really know what to say, because you know, taking all these trades is difficult. If you notice, we took few trades, and if you look at those trades very, very well, it's a very clean setup. That is the difference. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Custom on the beat.